I had something in my throat.
I don't want to hear that.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll do it away from the...
You're not sorry.
I'm not.
And that's the problem. And that's the real crux of the issue.
Let me try this again.
No, don't cough again.
I was going to say I'm sorry.
No, I don't want to hear your apology. You know what I want to hear?
Too late to apologize.
I want to hear facts and knowledge. This is what I come here for. I come to my own home to hear this. And so do the viewers and the listeners.
That's true. Hi, everybody.
They come here for facts. Facts.
Factorials.
And knowledgeables.
No.
Yep.
It sounds like a packet of chips that I'd eat.
Ew, gross.
Hi, have you tried the new knowledgeables?
What, Scandinavian chip
Yeah, I
or
think
something?
they might be.
Okay, cool.
It's like the Swedish fish. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Drops of Knowledge podcast. My name is JP, and sitting beside me each week is the one, the only, Josh.
Hello there.
Hello over there.
Over there.
Over
Now, I'm a bit
there.
tired.
I know.
And I know you know, but I'm a bit loopy right
It's a bit loopy.
So if I say some things, forgive me because I'm not all here right now, but that's cool because that could make for interesting podcasting.
If you're not here, where are you?
I'm nowhere and everywhere.
Oh, jeez. Omnipotent.
At the same time.
My God.
God, you're sexy.
Thank you. Anyway, hi.
What are we talking about?
We are talking about, so we're going back.
Back again. Shady's back.
Tell a friend.
All right. And
Anyway,
you should tell a friend about the Drops of Knowledge podcast.
Yes.
Anyway, what are we talking about?
We did this a while ago, but it's one of those ones where you're like, there's easily a part 2 to this.
Okay.
It is.
It is.
Phobias. So we did this, I reckon,
it was a while
season
ago.
1?
Yeah, it might have been season 1.
It would have been season 1.
Phobias.
We might have still been in my spare room.
Yeah.
On
What's
the bed.
the one with the holes that people don't like again?
I've put that in here.
Oh, you've put it in here.
I've put it in here.
Okay. Well, I'm going to learn the name of that.
And it's reasonably early on.
All right.
In the conversation. And because I'm pretty sure, and I went through them, I'm pretty sure there's none on this list that I am doubling up on.
That's cool. I doubt I won't remember what the episode was about anyway. So just if you say it like you mean it, no one's going to know the difference. And if you do know, you've listened to too many episodes and stop listening.
Goodness me. And tell somebody else to do it. Yeah, for goodness sake.
Get a job.
There's other things out there.
Yes. Worry about this tripe.
Like Hogwarts Legacy.
No, we're not. No. We should get J.K. Rowling on the
We
pod.
should.
Anyway,
God.
And listeners, stay around and listen right to the end because then at the end I will reveal my phobia.
Oh, actually, I might. Mine might. I haven't got. Anyway,
I think yours is happiness.
I'm terrified of being too happy.
Yes, I'm terrified of.
This is a mask.
Wow. All right.
Anyway,
first one. Please.
So first one, we're going to start off pretty chill, and then we're going to get some wacky ones.
Wow.
So cynophobia.
I've heard of it.
So cynophobia, spelled C-Y-N-O. So do you know what a phobia is? Let's recap.
Okay.
So phobia
is something that really irks you, or you're
irrational fear.
Yeah, you're scared of to a higher level than a fear.
Correct.
Yeah.
So fear is like, I really don't like
spiders,
don't like
but
it.
Can you be in a room without spontaneously combusting?
Yeah, and scratching at the walls, trying to get away from them. Yeah. So cynophobia is the fear of dogs.
Dogs?
Cynophobia.
There are some people out there, and poor them, who don't like dogs. I'm sure someone maybe got bitten by a dog when they were young.
That's right.
But it's interesting how things can happen to you when you were young.
They really affect you later.
Long term.
Oh, God, absolutely. So it's often associated with specific personal experiences, like you said, such as being bitten by a dog during childhood.
Yeah. Childbirth. I think it's childbirth. I was like, how did the dog get in there?
Imagine?
Is the dog wearing a mask and little booties?
The dad's sitting there going, I got him a puppy.
Yes. We got a puppy and a baby today.
Jeez, too much.
It's a Great Dane.
It's a great Dane. It's a great day to be a Great Dane. Such events, right?
Yes.
Can be quite traumatic and lead to fear responses that last well into adulthood. Okay, so we're sort of delving into what a phobia is as well.
Yep.
So a particular phobia can be quite common, so being afraid of dogs. And it's not like a normal apprehension to other canines. So like we've spoken about, it's not like I'm a little afraid of that one because of the stories I've heard. No, it is debilitating. It is I will not even walk past that fence at my neighbour's house.
I guess it's all dogs?
It's all dogs.
Even the the fluffy white ones.
It's all dogs.
They're made to be kicked though, aren't they?
But it's the other thing. It's the fact that...
Yeah, it's funny.
I think it's part of
because you pictured it.
Yeah, no, I did,
yeah.
and I think it's one of the Highland Games.
Yeah,
The Scots.
I remember down in Tasmania where I grew up. We used to go to Hagley Farm.
Hagley Farm,
and there used to be a contest, a boot throwing contest.
I think you've told me about this.
Yeah, a boot throwing. You had to throw it over a wire on the top of some poles.
Yeah, okay.
And I could only imagine originally it would have been small fluffy dogs.
That's all they really had in Tassie at the time.
That's it. Anyway, next phobia, Jay.
Anyway, next phobia. So, before we finish.
Oh, sorry.
So, with the dogs, right, it's the fact that it's not just the ones that have like bitten you or anything like that. So, later in life, it's the ones that are yappy and jumping on you and stuff. They're just constantly at you. You're freaking out the fact that they're gonna hurt you, even though they're just jumping at you and not really. They just want affection.
Yeah.
The next one is astrophobia.
Are you afraid of astronauts?
Yep, that's it.
God.
No.
With their big pants that you can pee in and fish bowls for hats.
Tom Hanks knows what he's talking about.
Tom Hanks?
Yeah, he was in Apollo 13.
Oh, what movie? What isn't he in?
I know. But he was peeing in space. Anyway.
Oh, yeah, you have to.
Astrophobia.
Yes.
Can you have a guess? I know you said astronauts.
Okay, the only other thing that comes to my head is that you're afraid of AstroTurf and you need to play on proper groomed grass.
I must play on...
My ACLs. They're quivering at the thought.
Well, you're terrified of the Holden Astra.
Yes. Cancel that Uber.
You can't get rid of that. I get it. So it's actually the fear of thunder and lightning.
I feel like it's got nothing to do with thunder and lightning. I mean, yeah.
So people with this phobia experience overwhelming feelings of fear when they encounter such weather-related phenomena. Okay. So symptoms of astrophobia are similar to those of phobias, including shaking, rapid heartbeat, and increased respiration. Lots of breathing.
I mean, thunder and lightning, not the greatest. I don't love thunder and lightning, I'll say. I don't love it. My mum really loves it. She's like sitting in a thunderstorm going, this is sick.
Yeah, so I'm the same.
And I'm there sitting there going, this is a little bit sketchy.
Can't do it.
But I can. I have to. I got no choice. Where am I going to go? Out in the thunder to go somewhere else? No. But, I'm not quivering.
No, that's fair. And I think...
aren't quivering.
Whoa.
Yeah, sorry.
I mean, you do you, but that's fair. But like things like agoraphobia. You've heard of agoraphobia?
No, I've heard of it, but yeah.
So agoraphobia is the fear of being outside or in open spaces.
Oh.
All right. Which then will then to expand into being like with too many people, like crowded areas.
Why is it called that though? Like that's such a strange name. There's nothing to do. Wouldn't you call it?
It's Greek, mate.
Spaceophobia.
No, it's Greek.
Oh.
They all stem from Greek words. Greek words.
Greek words.
So Greek words like the agora. To go to the agora is an open space where. Oh, jeez, my Greek is coming back, and it's not coming back in a good way.
Unless you're going to sing all to 128 verses of the national anthem, I'm not interested.
Signorisa.
No. Please, for the love of God, don't.
So how about Lachlanophobia?
Yes, scared of Michael O'Loughlin. I think that's all West Coast Eagles fans from the 2005 Grand Final when he kicked that goal. You know what I'm talking about, Big Ant, when you're listening.
Everybody's fears of Lachlins. No. It's
Lachlins. Locks?
It's Lachanophobia.
Like a lake.
Like a lake.
A padlock.
Yes.
There's so many.
There are too many. You'd hate to have lochophobia and be a hairdresser or a barber and like.
Yes.
Like
why
yourself.
is that, James? Please explain.
So
Lachanophobia
is the fear.
Yeah.
Of vegetables.
No way.
Yep.
Okay. There's a
fear of vegetables.
No, that's not.
We've jumped from being fear of dogs, fear of lightning and thunder and open spaces to vegetables.
That's not real.
It is.
That's not real.
It is.
If anyone out there has this, message me and prove it to me.
Yeah, we need to know.
I don't believe you.
Now it's
how on God's green earth do people get that?
Now it's funny because I've seen a video and it's quality watching. It's Jerry Springer. Right.
Great
and
television.
A woman would come. Now we all know how truthful that show is and how real life it is.
Stages, like Judge Judy.
Not. Love Judge Judy.
Yes.
Anyway, there was an episode where he goes, "There's a woman that I have here tonight that is afraid of olives."
Oh my God.
Anyway, talking about how she like hates the look of them. They look like like eyes. They look like, this sort of stuff. So people have like bad memories of them. I don't know. She probably got pelted with them as a kid. I don't know.
There's just bitten to an olive to eat it, and it was very bitter. Or the pip in the middle got
she
her.
Swallowed the pips, and now she's terrified of them and just became irrational.
But you can't just make say I trip over the camera tripod now.
Yeah.
And I'm scared to put that. So I'm like, I'm scared of this now. Yeah. I'm going to make my own phobia. Yeah, like there's got to be a line where someone goes, "That's not a phobia. You're an idiot."
But it's irrational. That's the whole point of it.
Because it's irrational, you don't take it seriously.
Well, no one else takes it seriously.
Not vegetables.
That's vegetables, but
other things.
This isn't just like a fear because you don't like them or like.
Well, how do you go to the shops to buy stuff?
Correct.
Oh my.
So that's the thing. A lot of these people will not.
There's no way.
They will bypass it completely. So it's an extreme anxiety about these things. But this woman I'm talking about with the olives.
Yes.
Exactly. So it might be that you were absolutely force-fed them as a child.
But they're good
and it was like, well, yeah.
That's good parenting.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Maybe you're allergic to good parenting.
Maybe. That might be it, actually.
An irrational fear of good parenting.
We call it the.
I know some of those.
We call it the Timmy Turner phobia.
Chappelle Corby.
Special, jeez. All right, so here's the one you wanted me to explain earlier.
Yeah, right.
It's trypophobia.
Trypophobia. You can trip in the holes.
That's correct. So fear of closely packed holes.
Yeah. Once again, I've seen the photos of this, and it is unnerving.
Unnerving is the best way of explaining that.
But it once again.
Because it makes me clench my jaw when I see it.
Yes, but does that mean you have an irrational fear of unnerving photos?
No.
Because I think everyone looks at those things and goes, it's a bit, ooh.
Some people go, I don't like it.
I know, but what makes that get to a point where it's an irrational fear?
Well, if you've ever looked at the photos, and there's a lot that kind of come out that are on skin. Ugh. And they look like they've got things coming out of them.
I hate the word skin.
Yeah, skin.
I hate the word skin.
I know you do.
That's my fear.
But it's just there are some awkward photos that make them look like they've got stuff coming out of them, like the holes look like coming out.
Yeah, I know.
But my mum and my sister, I don't think it's an irrational. They just don't like it to the point of like they have to look away. They don't walk away. They just go, oh, no, and they close their eyes and they shake their hands and go, no, I don't want to look. I don't want to look. It's not irrational fear of like the anxiety and the freak out as much, but it's I can't look at it. Whereas I'll look at it and I'll go, yeah, it makes me uneasy.
But you can look at it.
I can look at it. It makes me uneasy.
Because I've seen them too, and I can look at it, and I'm like, ooh, that's a bit weird. But
things like, okay, think the Macca's straws, and I mean old school plastic ones, none of this cardboard.
Biodegradable, earth-saving junk.
Forget that. I'm not talking about those.
I wanted to sit in the ground for years.
So none of this about biodegradable straws. Any straw, they're all like tightly packed. If you got like a whole handful of straws and looked down them, you get that weird look to them.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
People are terrified of that.
Well, they're losers.
So it's, but it's not just like tightly packed holes and stuff. It's irregular patterns and structures and clusters of small, designs. Right. Does that mean they'd be terrified of like kaleidoscopes?
Well, I'd say so.
Do you reckon?
Well, anything's possible when the fears are this weird.
No, you're absolutely right. And here's another one.
Good.
A blutophobia.
Oh.
Ablutophobia.
The names are getting ridiculous.
So the
now.
word abluto it comes from the word ablution.
Ablution.
Have you ever heard of the word ablutions? No. I am going to perform my ablutions.
Oh God, that sounds sticky.
It is. No, it's to bathe, to wash, to. So
you're scared of washing?
Your yeah.
You're scared of washing.
It is the fear of bathing. Fear of bathing. And I'm sure I've met some of those people in the city.
I think I had one at the barbershop today.
You might have. But the fear of bathing, so it's uncommon in adults, mainly with
Can
with
a child
children.
Have an irrational fear though?
To a point, I feel
do they
like...
know? Like they're just... So, okay, here's an example. A light example.
Okay.
When I was young, there's one thing I said I hated beyond belief.
Yes.
It was chicken.
Right.
I hated chicken.
Okay.
I wouldn't eat chicken, wouldn't touch it, wouldn't look at it, didn't want to smell it. Hated chicken.
Okay.
Do I think I actually hated chicken? No. Chicken's delicious.
Yes.
And I've eaten more chicken than any other meat in the world.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
And I will continue to do that. But I was a child and my brain wasn't developed. Right. So I just said that.
Yeah.
I didn't think I actually disliked it.
No.
It was just because you were young.
Somebody had said something had irked you enough.
A child will cry at anything.
Yeah,
Most children, if a dad brings his child 1-2 years on to the barbershop and they see my beard, they cry the house down.
Yes.
But that doesn't mean they've got an irrational fear because they're not consciously being like, there's a beard there, I hate it.
No,
they're
you're
probably just
right.
being like, ooh, funny looking something.
Yeah. But and I agree with you. And I agree with you. And this is what I mean. It's uncommon in adults, and obviously toddlers experience this sort of thing.
Okay, but what's the age gap though? Because it's like you can't be like, I'm diagnosing this 3-year-old with an irrational fear. You can't be like, hey child, do you have an irrational fear? And they'll be like, yes. You just have to guess.
No. I don't think it's definitely something along the lines of there is just no consoling them until it is gone.
And look, I'm not questioning your sources, James.
No.
I'm not questioning that
I
at all.
did psychology for 4.5 years.
Great. Yeah.
At university.
I wouldn't know.
And I also did 3 years in high school.
Well, haven't you got a big old donger?
Yeah.
Great.
I mean, yeah.
Anyway, enough about enough about that.
Next.
Pork store.
Esphotropia.
Esphotropia.
No, there's no H in there. There's no F. It's esotropia. It's esotropia with a...
Esotropia, you can't... You're scared of curved shapes.
I mean, these can be curved. They could be concave. They could be convex. They could be wobbly. You've seen them out the front of Pancake Parlour.
Pancake Parlour? Yeah. Oh, the drunk guy on the ground.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
He's got a blutophobia.
Oh, fantastic.
No. It's a fear of mirrors.
A fear of
mirrors. So some people fear mirrors due to self-image issues.
Well, do you fear the mirror, or do you is glass can be a mirror?
Well, glass can be a mirror. It's more of it's the reflection.
Fear of your reflection.
It's of a reflection is one thing,
okay,
but it's mirrors specifically. Okay, so people may avoid mirrors because of the way it distorts objects and the way that they look.
The one thing about this list so far is it's making me feel really good about myself with how much I've got my life together.
That's the idea,
and I needed that.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thank you so much.
There's more. There's more.
I hope everyone listening to this now feels better about themselves. They're not walking past a mirror and just spontaneously combusting, like I said before.
But here's my fear.
Yours?
It's not irrational, but I have a bit of an irk about it.
Okay.
Is mirrors at night.
But you can't see them because it's dark.
But if I go into, Are you
going to say Bloody Mary 3 times in a mirror?
Or Candyman.
Is Candyman?
Candyman's the other one, yeah.
I thought it was just Christina Aguilera's song.
Comes and strings you up with hooks.
Sweet sugar Candyman.
I don't remember the words.
It's a trumpet song.
Yeah, there you go.
No, it's enough scatting on the podcast.
So,
our next podcast will be called Scatcast, where we just scat for an hour and a half.
The musical scat, not the other one.
Yeah.
So, all right. We're going to run through some more very quickly.
Rapid fire.
Ready? Yeah. So we talked about trypophobia. Omlaphophobia.
Afraid of an omelette.
No, it's fear of belly buttons, Josh.
Close. An omelette can look like a belly button if you haven't washed with the other phobia.
Well, it's literally to do with the whole thing about getting stuff stuck in it or covering up their belly buttons. People actually cover up their belly buttons with tape and bandages so they actually don't have to see it. Another one is globophobia.
Globophobia?
It's got nothing to do with the world. It's actually a fear of balloons.
Oh, okay.
So it's the phobia develops over past experience with popping balloons and things like that.
I have actually sort of known people to be really afraid of balloons.
Yeah, and it's the feel of them and the look of them.
Yes, I have heard of that. It's like you with bananas. You don't like the texture.
I really don't like the texture. But you know who doesn't like balloons? Oprah Winfrey. Yeah, she doesn't like them because it reminds me of gunfire.
Oh.
Yep, okay.
Reminds me of back in Nam.
Then you've got, well, this is unfortunate. We're talking about the fear of laughter and happiness. Geliophobia is the fear. Geliophobia is a fear of laughter. So it's supposed to help your health.
You better not listen to this podcast then, because we're bloody hilarious.
That's shocking. Anyway, but yeah, apparently it's people actually have anxiety of people laughing at them, or when they say something funny, they're like, "Oh, you didn't laugh." It's not yet. Anyway,
just end it all.
It's just one of those things. Syngenophobia?
Yeah.
Gensophobia, sorry.
Afraid of someone called Jen.
No, relatives. Fear of relatives.
So most Greek and Italian families.
We're shocking. Yeah. People that have this fear, that have watched the big fat Greek wedding, would have lost their minds.
Ah, fantastic.
Just like, I couldn't live in a family like this.
Wowee.
I couldn't live at all. And the last two.
Okay.
All right. So, geniophobia.
I think I've heard of that.
It was a fear of chins.
I haven't heard of
fear of chins.
Well, luckily for everybody here, we have beards and you can't see our chins.
No, this is very true.
I haven't seen my chin in probably 8 years.
Oh, actually, yeah, I'll probably be about the same.
Yeah, I haven't clean shaven for that long.
You've also got gynophobia, which is a fear of knees.
That's stupid.
Chirophobia, which is a fear of hands.
That's stupid.
And ishikaskadiophobia.
That's what you ate last night at the Japanese restaurant.
It's a fear of elbows.
Oh, that's also stupid.
Yeah, that's right. And finally.
You said there was 2 more.
That was under 1.
You lied to me.
Yep, because here it is. Hippopotamostrosis
You're good.
Do you want to see it?
Yeah, no,
Say it.
Hippopotamonstrosequipedilophobia.
Do you want to read what it is?
Fear of long words.
It's a fear of long words, Josh.
Well, that got me.
Whoever coined this is a bastard.
Yeah, yes, correct. You are, and I praise you for that.
And that is another Drops from Knowledge podcast episode.
What a banger it was.
Absolute
One for
banger.
the whole family to sit around the old jukebox and listen to the waves of the radio.
Unless they're syngensophobia and their fear of relatives.
Yes, don't do it with your relatives.
Don't do it with your relatives.
Awful. This is the worst podcast to listen to with family, only friends and work colleagues.
That's right.
And your dog.
Unless you've got cynophobia.
James.
What's your fear, Josh?
I've forgotten. I just remembered.
Because mine's mirrors. At night.
At night. Very specific.
Yep.
My fear, do you want to have a guess what my fear would be? You've known me for 8 years now.
I have known you for a long time.
Yes. So if you don't know this, our friendship is over.
It is.
Insert underlying drone noise now.
I don't know. Have you got is it a texture thing?
No, it's not a texture thing.
Damn it.
I love texture.
What is it?
I have a fear of the open ocean.
Do you know what that is called?
No, I don't.
It's called thalassophobia.
Now, like yours, I wouldn't say I've been on boats and things like that, and it's about it. My real fear comes from if I was ever floating in the open ocean where I couldn't see any land around me, that petrifies me. Absolutely petrifies me. Whatever is underneath me, whatever animals are under there, nope.
Yep.
I'm terrified of it. And I have only really rediscovered this recently when I was talking to someone about this, and I said, I actually really don't like the open ocean and the thought of just floating in an open ocean. And I actually really got in my shell a bit, and I was like, that was a weird reaction. And I thought about it the next couple of days, and I was like, this actually really makes me uncomfortable because I really don't like the ocean in general. Obviously, I burn when I go there because it's sunny and we go to the beach.
Gingers.
Yes, but, James.
Sorry.
But Thank you, sir. The animals in there, that's not our habitat. That is not our habitat.
No, you're right. It was. Not anymore.
It never has been. If we go in there and a shark sees us, imagine us on the land sitting at a cafe, or sitting like we are now, and a shark walked in. We'd be like, oh my God, there's a shark. Kill it now. Because it's not meant to be there. It's meant to be in the ocean. So if we go into the ocean, the shark says the same thing to itself.
So if I told you that we know more about like space travel,
I do know this,
than we do about our own oceans.
It's terrifying. There's so much stuff down there that we don't know. I don't want to mess with it. I got no interest in it. I'm knee deep in water for me, and then
thalassophobia. There you go.
I don't like it.
There it is. Well done.
Well, I'm too scared to speak, so you're going to sign us off this week, which is no different to usual.
Yeah. How am I signing us off?
Like you've got trypophobia.
The holes. So many holes. Your belly button's a hole.
Whoopsie.
This put it away.
Oh, God. You can never play golf.
No, you really couldn't.
You've taken 25 shots. Just let's go to the next hole. No, I'll get it.
I'll get it. I don't want to go anywhere near the holes.
Wow.
What is that wicker chair with all the holes in its back?
Wicker. Well, I've had a wicked time.
Oh, there it is.
See you next week, guys.
Bye.